things aren't gonna break this time. Here we got our little bracket. We got VGmaster and Ragna about to play Med Slim. They are gonna play in a couple days from now. Then we got Sonic and Jalon. Sonic wins over Jalon. Ragna versus Nintendo will be playing right after. But again, our feature match is the #1 seed, the man who he's won 2 weeks, and Ragna, who sniped in via King of the Datas. And I believe these guys are actually about to be off to the races. If I'm not mistaken.
Oh, they chose ABN.
Yeah, we will be playing in ABN.
And another loaded Hollow Bastion.
And might I also add the 6 in 100 Acre. And your Scimitar is on drive forms.
Surely it's not a cursed location for drives.
I mean, you're only looking at a 2 in Agrabah, so you're more than likely going to find everything before then. That'd actually be pretty cursed if you have to go to Agrabah 2.
Unless this decides to slightly hard. I
mean, it is slightly hard. We could have to see him do Data Lexaeus.
We did see our slightly hard ABN yesterday. Have 4 super bosses, 1 50-50 of Terra Marley, and then what is it, Sephi as well?
Sephi, yep, and then
it's quite a mess.
I just want a seed where they have to do Data Zemnis, because I like Data Zemnis. It's a fun fight.
Well, we got a Blizzard to start. Both players going right into your standard Pride Land start. It's so quiet. Why do I not have Rainwave open? What am I doing?
Oh, you can actually listen to what is it? I should be giving audio through the Discord stream this time for once.
Yeah, you do have audio, so that is nice. I don't have to have my own music going. I just get to relax and chill, the same stuff. And finding
VG, no.
VG taking a death. That is
that's unlucky.
Unlucky.
He tried to jump over the wave. Sometimes it usually works, but that's on an uphill slope, and the hitbox is quite larger than you think when you're on that slope. Or rather taller than you expect. Okay, does get the second RC. It's kind of free.
We did see Ragna pick up the ice cream, so just needing that picture, and then we have TT access.
VG should all be good, shouldn't drop it. Take a peek at what Ragna's getting here. Yeah, for a little bit of preface for this, this is our final bracket. Racers do get to go through a pick ban system to choose a format that they equally likely have a chance to do well in. For this race between VG and Ragna, VG opted to ban King of the Datas. Ragna then opted to ban Eat the Crown and Path of Kings. So our Path format, our Eat format, and then VG opted to pick ABN rather than Hitlist, I believe.
Man, so, we're the Hitlist enjoyers.
Yeah, we'll actually be seeing a hit list in the race after this, so keep an eye out on that.
That'll be fun. Ragna finding a Wisdom form, so that's super nice. Also finding Auto Final there. Fortunately, we do have a Blizzard, so I mean, Ragna could go look to level up that Wisdom relatively early here. Also finding a form boost, so we'll be able to stay in that form longer.
Ooh, an aerial dodge. It always helps.
Always helps, especially when you're trying to do your skips of Shan Yu and Core.
Alright, any last 2 items? Fire's always appreciated. Shadow Archive, that's always nice. That's still 2 things left.
Honestly, that's a pretty solid start for Pride Lands there.
Yeah, this is slightly hard item placement, so the fact that you got 4 things out of it, you're pretty happy.
Yeah, 4 things, 2 magics, a form, and then a Wordle Unlock. That's pretty solid. Also finding a few key movements and just abilities overall, so pretty solid overall.
Oh, I've muted myself. What am I doing? Being terrible. Oh, well.
Oh, And
Now it
just
doesn't
finding
matter.
final in
Yeah.
Halloween Town. So
I was kind of bringing up what KH2 said. The alternate final is what we saw on Ragna side. That was actually Light and Darkness. That was not auto final.
yeah,
So,
VG putting on
you
Light and
just,
Dark right now.
you just have to walk into Halloween Town and you have final form. So, no final forcing today. Trinity limit right there too.
man, this Wayfinder seed was looking more slightly hard than this is. What is this? Finding everything right away.
I wouldn't say everything.
You got everything you need. You got final and fire.
And you can get it to level 4. Oh, did VG skip over Halloween Town?
Yeah, this is the shotgun route he likes to do. So he'll go straight from Port Royal to SP, then go SP downward, I believe, back to Halloween Town and OC. So he does things a different way, but still shotgun route.
Okay, we pick up on levels. We have Port Royal has its own skill and crossbows.
And wow, again?
Again? What is this?
The Wayfinder's ABN seed we just had skill and crossbones there. So it's seems like today is just the day for that.
Good stat increases. Like that was, well, magic stat increases at least. The strength is looking a little lacking.
VG finding a set of torn pages.
Santa hiding anything? No. So we have 2 things on Prison Keeper and Beyond.
Ragna will be doing the OC shotgun next.
We're getting right into Piglet.
Yeah, that makes sense. You got your pager right there. 6 free checks. You don't have to commit to the mini game right now.
No, I'm pretty sure. Oh, there's the identity disc.
That's early.
I feel like you just have to commit to the minigame now since you have to go further anyways.
Yeah, you always do the minigame in an ABN. Always. Wow, that's an early page in OC, just right there. And another aerial dodge. That is the last aerial dodge.
Okay, so we have 2 pages. And proof.
Proof of non-existence, okay.
Fortunately, it is the useless proof at the moment. It doesn't have any special properties.
And Promise Charm is on, so like they could always use that for some levels if they can find those proofs early enough.
Oop, Ragna almost forgetting to open the chest.
Also,
Okay,
interesting.
interesting.
To go.
Skips over SP and goes straight there.
Yeah, kind of unfortunate because we do know that the page is there, so Ragna could have went up to Rabbit's house. We'll probably go back into SP and then more than likely come straight back.
Ooh, okay, VG's gonna do OC first. I think it's kind of just like, let's just do it versus actually like anything like further thought out. It's your shotgun. There's like no really right or wrong answer with, okay, do OC first versus Halloween Town, I suppose.
Yeah, I like to see if VG, when he gets paid, if he goes straight back into 100 Acre, or if he does a few more shotguns and then goes in.
Potentially. I feel like because of this aerial dodge increase, that he's like, doesn't really care too much about going back and forth as long as he knows where he wants to go. A lot of ABN really just comes down to planning your route in as far in advance as possible. And depending on the pacing, it's sometimes easy to plan, sometimes it's super hard to plan. Yep, you called it.
Okay, yep.
Best to get it out of the way now. Rabbit hold anything? Rabbit has
And a
another
fire.
fire. So they have Final Fira and Wisdom Fira already.
Ragna going into Space Paranoids. We'll get that page. We'll more than likely follow suit and go back in. We'll have his fire as well.
Question of this seed is probably going to come down to how deep is this membership card yet again?
Oh no! If it's, please put it on a drive 7. That'd be fantastic.
That
Find a way to
Scimitar.
do it on that.
Scimitar and membership
Nah, you
card.
put Scimitar early. I'm down. You can put Scimitar early.
Put both of them on 7 while you're at it. Why not?
No, we need some form lottery. That would shake things up a little bit for sure.
Yeah, we gotta have a little spice.
Alright, finally VG will go to Halloween Town. We'll get to get that final, doesn't have to worry about forcing. Honestly, this is a really generous start.
This is a very...
final, wisdom. We already have ice cream, which is half of the unlocks for TT that you really ever care about.
Yeah, this is a very generous start. I think if you're these racers, you're like, yeah, I'm content. I'm good with this.
Or, on the other hand, they could be freaking out. Like
Both
it's being way too generous.
2 reaction boosts on Keyblades. That's kind of funny.
Because whenever I play a Geek Seed, if it's this generous, I'm worried for the end.
Alright, after this for Ragna, we'll probably see... It's either you do TT or DC. I think Ragna does things a bit more standard. Doesn't like to do TT until it's kind of one of the last easy options left of the shotgun.
Right, yeah, I'm thinking both of these. I think when VG finishes up his, he'll dive into DC. And then Ragna will go straight there after this minigame.
There we go, right into DC.
Alright, time to see what this courtyard holds up. I mean, still nothing in this courtyard. Unsurprising, it is slightly hard item placement.
Yeah, you're generally hoping you find something, if, you know, at least, you know, an ability or something. Doesn't need to be an important check, but honestly, there's just nothing there.
Alright, and time for the good old mini escort. Meanwhile, VG is actually doing the Wonder War shotgun. I think we'll probably see him do Agrabah next. Oh, wow, that's very early.
That's, yeah, it's a very early magnet.
Oh, he does go DC. Okay, interesting.
Ragna with a solid mini escort there.
To the Bolt Towers.
VG also taking the save warp to get into Minnie's room.
It's just faster. Ragna will be done with their escort here. We'll get to see what's in Timeless River.
Yeah, really solid push
Everything's
from
in
VG.
GR.
Oh, almost super solid. Couldn't get past the bolt tower.
Yeah,
It's quite a wall.
he's a big boy.
Alright, nothing quite yet. Nothing from mini escorts, nothing in the first two chests.
Oh, we get a pan.
Alright, Ragna opting to not use the form. I think it's a little bit okay. Oh, use a blizzard here. Okay, good timing.
Yeah, I think he backed up just so the drive explosion didn't knock him up.
Yeah, one thing to keep in mind is that if you shoot blizzards from super far away, there can be enough time for Pete to recover, and he'll just go into his invincible running around animation. So Ragna, being a bit cognizant of that, opting to do those blizzards super up close. Wow, and
so-
nothing.
So we're either seeing... I mean, there's a few checks before it becomes Marley or Terra.
Yeah, you have Windows, and then I think just Future Pete.
Windows,
KH2.
boats, yeah. Well,
Oh, yeah.
Past Pete's done, so it's got the windows, you have the boat fight,
Or, yeah, the boat fight.
yeah. Then you have Future
Tugboat
Pete,
Peak.
and then you got the 50-50 of, is it on AS Marley / Data Marley? Technically there is split, so they're individual fights, or do you just do Terra? This is,
You
this is
got
gonna be an
Pan.
interesting, scary time. They do have Pan, yeah. They're probably gonna hold out for the longest time though, if I were to guess.
We did get a report in Agrabah that there is a Thunder in the 100 acre. Also pick up another item and accessory slot.
Always good to have more of those.
VG will pick these two up, and I'm almost certain he'd just follow suit and be an Agrabah himself.
Yeah, it's the last shotgun, and then at this point this will be where we get our route divergences, potentially. I feel like we'll probably see a TT visit, honestly.
There
We
it
do get
is.
another hint.
STT.
Has Stitch. And that's it for Agrabah. So that
Ooh,
scimitar.
okay. I like
not
this choice from
needed.
Ragna here.
Yeah, looking to see if he can find some abilities, maybe an experience boost or something, explosion.
More glide.
Oh, okay, only
This-
checks those two. I think it's a little bit
Okay.
bold of a choice. It's probably
think
easy
that's-
to go into the actual cavern itself to check those 4 chests.
Yeah, that's a little strange if you're going for those two, why you don't just go for the other 3.
There's actually 4 chests.
Oh, 4 chests, you're right.
Technically, you can also do a boo, but that is also itself its own commitment. But yeah, it is fair. The world is blue, so you are taking a chance.
Okay, finding Aerospire in the beginning 2 chests of Twilight Town. It's a very solid ability overall.
Wow.
There's that proof
Okay.
of connection.
We have a potential Terra access. We'll see if he's required, if he shows up.
And Hori.
Ooh, okay. Battlefields of War.
And Battlefields. Okay. Alright, we'll see VGmaster do the same. Let's see if he
I
grabs these
believe.
chests.
Yes.
Alright, we'll see if there's anything important down here.
These are literally chests Ragna will never go back for. So,
Hopefully there's not like an explosion or experience boost down here.
it's empty.
Nothing.
Okay.
Oh, he does do a boo. Okay.
Oh.
Now, again, this is a place where you can get Duck Flare. I don't believe it was in the shop. VG did check.
Oh, I did not see VG check shop, so I did not see what was in there.
Now again, this is a time sink. He basically spent like 40 seconds to a minute going through all these extra chests. Oh, well.
Oh,
Meteor staff?
Could be.
We'll find out later if it is. Okay, I'll have to go to Beast Castle. I think that's fair. You can level your Wisdom form before here, get to the hit count.
We do see nothing on final 2 through 4 from Ragna's side.
Did pick up a Keyblade.
Grand Ribbon.
Honestly, that's a decent pickup. In crit, you actually do care about your accessories and your armor. Oh, a reflect. The first reflect.
An explosion in the courtyard.
Wow, and Bone Fist.
Wow.
Bone Fist, okay.
Might be needing that still.
Meanwhile, Ragna did pick up an item boost there outside of the tower. Always nice to have, especially when you're throwing those ethers around.
Alright, one last check in TT, and it's not here. Ragna will do tower climb. I think that's a bit fair. You have Wisdom, so it'll be pretty quick. You have Fire as well. Wow, another visit unlock in Beast Castle.
Yeah, finding Sword of the Ancestor.
We have 3 total visit unlocks in Beast Castle.
Yeah, and
At the
yeah.
minimum 3. Membership card?
Yeah, we don't. Yeah, membership card is 4 visit unlocks. Let's go.
It's on Data Zaldin.
I don't think it can be on Data Zolda, can it?
It cannot, no. If it's a visit unlock, no.
It could be on normal Zoldan, though.
That it can. It's not as scary. We should be able to see a very quick fight here. Oh, VG was just barely in range to do that explosion. Very nice. And we'll get the Trinity 1 cycle. Reminder that you basically want to point the Trinity away from enemies so that you don't get any hits in. You also need, I believe, 18 magic to get the 1 cycle.
Right, meanwhile, Ragna just has a few more checks here in TT1.
One last chest.
Alright, not
there.
here.
So, do need to find that picture to be able to continue on.
Following suit to Beast Castle.
Yeah, we'll be able to. We'll probably just get it. Yeah, we'll get his wisdom to 4, I believe. Oh, just going for the death. Okay.
There's the
wow,
Proud
Proud
Fang.
Fang. Yeah, Ragnar
one
probably
last
thinks he
thing.
can find a better spot to level Wisdom, so probably doesn't care to level it in the Beast Castle first fight. There's a lot of
Yeah,
open
that's
spots
fair.
left as well. Especially because
I mean,
you do
if they have
technically
to
have to do
do-
windows.
You have windows and you have 11 things in Hollow Bastion, so you probably have to do Final Fantasy fights.
We can take a peek from VG's side. What is the remainder of this Beast Castle? There's 1 check left.
Just be the 4th world unlock that we're looking for, just to be funny.
Okay, 2 checks left before Darkthorn onward. I honestly think VG might just do Darkthorn anyway. It's not a
Well,
hard
so-
fight. You have 30 magic.
And you have Final Form. Alright, does Beast hold anything?
Alright. 1 final chest.
Yeah, like you said, I expect VG to go straight into Darkthorn if it is not here.
Oh, okay. Okay, obsolete. I think
okay.
that's fair. This makes sense.
Definitely a fair play. Definitely a fair play.
You'll get
Gonna go
one extra level on final.
Yeah, and does have a blizzard, so Bailey fight won't be that awful.
He also has magnet, the one magnet to help with that too.
Another staff.
Alright, I don't believe there would be a single check. Don't do it.
All 11 and 2.
That would be very spicy. I'd be down for that.
I would
Never
actually
mind.
bet.
I'm
You have
disappointed.
Magnera.
Or he can have Magnera.
Man,
Right before the Bailey fight.
that's actually
Well,
a
maybe-
really
maybe-
insane spot.
Maybe it'll
at
be the only
least
thing.
Just put the rest 10 in HB2.
We get what, 3 checks from Bailey fight after the finish 2?
Yeah, 2 checks. 1 check from Bailey itself, and then, or sorry, the bonus, and then 1 for the reward.
I just want to see a 10 when he's done here. And then pray for some super bosses.
Actually, I lied. There's 3
Oh.
checks. There's 2 here. Okay.
Yep, you get a Blizzard. To get that Blizzara. So, I mean, still 9 things in HB2s.
It's definitely an okay number. Like, you're still gonna find most of your stuff probably like in core and maybe like a 1 or 2 in corridors.
This is where core has absolutely nothing, right?
That would be very impressive. At this point, I feel like it statistically has to have at least 2 things at the
It's
minimum.
It's got to, because otherwise,
It's not
what,
impossible, it's just improbable.
you'd have to have 2 magics on like Sephiroth, something on Proof of Peace.
And then
We
Demic.
could see,
Gullwing, Demix has something, a magic.
Yeah, we could see what we saw in the beginner seed, where all the checks were at the beginning of core, and then there was nothing past the fights.
that could happen. That is true.
I also expect VG will do the station fight as well. He definitely is a fan of just doing it and making sure that you have tower accessible and just able to walk up. I don't think he's too big of a fan of holding off too long on the station fight.
Yeah, and he has final, so I mean, there's just really no reason why you just wouldn't do it.
No, he's gonna get final to level 4. Not gonna find anything off that, but do we see Ragna go back for Darkthorn? We do. So we'll see if Darkthorn is hiding this last check.
Okay, VG takes a nice death. Realizes he can just get to the... what is it? Take the death abuse instead of having to get to the hit count.
Yeah, I don't think they've picked up too many HP ups or anything, so able just to take a few hits and get the death abuse. Meanwhile, Ragna had an okay fight. Got the chandelier, unfortunately, so didn't get the complete one cycle out of it.
Just barely missed the fire to get the 1 cycle.
Yeah, that fire is a very, very hard timing. Same with the blizzard.
Like, you ideally want thunder, but they have not found one. They know where one's at, just can't really... Oh, second chance! There it is!
Second chance was on Darkthorn, so it is done.
No Zaldin today. No Data of Fears.
Oh, it wasn't
And-
for visit unlocks, though. Sick.
The dream is dead.
I mean, they've found quite a few visit unlocks.
Yeah, they know where 2 are, and they're just missing
Look
the
at-
last 2
Yeah,
or last 3. Sorry.
yeah. Beast Claw, which doesn't matter. Membership card, which does matter. And picture, which also matters. I mean, they'll find skill and crossbones in PR1. Like, it has to be there. And then scimitar, also unneeded, but somewhere on dry form, so they'll eventually find it. They just have to find these last forms. Ragna's first magnet, since he has not gone into the world that never was.
Yeah, that's actually quite unfortunate. If he had that, his Bailey would have gone super, super fast. It's just gonna be, like, okay right now. Alright, last 3 checks for VG. Unfortunately, will not find anything here. But now if you're VG, where do you opt to go?
That is the
You have
question.
Magnera, you have a lot of options. I feel like maybe
you can
go
go
back to
LOD.
BC. Is he doing STT?
Is he doing STT?
He has a draw
I mean,
and a jackpot. That's good.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's got the Trinity. He's got the Trinity too.
Oh, they have
Does.
Trinity. All right, never mind. Okay, solid choice. I'm fine with. I like it.
It's
You
Get it out of the
basically
way.
have as good tools as you need.
You got 2 unknown things in here, so could easily be something you're looking for. Opting for the magic staff.
I mean, that's fair.
It's already looking like a magic seed anyways, so might as well keep going with it. Up there we go. Ragna's now gonna get that Agnera.
All right, now where do you go if you're Ragnar? Are you gonna follow suit?
It does.
Wow. Yep. All right. So we're seeing the double auto scroller from both racers. For your all
Everyone get your
sanity,
blankets out.
hope and pray that the checks are early. If you want content, you want it to be in Mansion plus maybe Data Roxas.
I was gonna say, yeah, let's put a magic or something on Data Roxas. We're here for the content.
I will say, look at their stats. Level 15 for VG, 19 strength 33 magic, and that's, by the way, with the struggle weapon. Whenever the stats show up, that I believe that might use the struggle weapon as default. Might be their Keyblade, actually. We'll see when he gets into the Dusk fight. Oh yeah, okay, the stats are different. Okay. So, I mean, 33 with a good key, it's pretty okay. Like,
Yeah,
you just
that's-
need, like, better combat tools, and you can kind of handle whatever base game content. I mean, look at their low list difference, not too far. There's literally, like, a full second difference, and it's, like, waning because of the fact that they're going constantly in and out of cutscenes and loads.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ninten, I would agree that Ragna is slightly ahead just because he does have that Darkthorn fight done. But we'll see for now if that lead matters. We have seen in previous races that you may have lead at certain points, but then small mistakes and micro choices rack up over and over to the point where you do fall behind. Ooh, Ragna gets help. It's happened to everyone.
Little things like that. Little micro things like that.
Yeah, that was like a second and a half.
Yeah, that is true, Sonic. We don't know what that Keyblade or that staff was.
I looked
VG
it up. I
hasn't-
actually do know.
Was it
So,
was it Flare Force?
we'll see if they show it off later, if any player checks.
Well, VG'd be the only one to check because he's the only one that's done it.
Ooh, okay. VG gets the reflect off in time. Want to make sure you walk a little bit forward, get a reflect off of the hands.
And finding Promise Charm. I mean, if you find that last proof, that's solid.
Honestly, that's pretty good. If you find the proof, you can just straight up level. At that point, everything just becomes a cakewalk. That is a strat we've seen people use a lot. It generally is faster to use the Promise Charm Room if you do not have double XP boost.
Mm-hmm.
I think Screen's double XP boost does beat out Promise Charm, or sorry, Screen's single XP boost. I think that might beat out Promise Charm Room.
I think depending on what you have for tools, like if you could stay, like long enough, or like have something with enough stats just to one-shot everything, which with their magic, I'm pretty sure they're fine.
Well, once they get through STT, if they find Stitch, they can, and they have an XP boost, that could be huge.
Ragna opting to still wait. Make sure he doesn't go past the HP gate to get the DM again. So gets the reflect. Yeah, they'll be fine. I saw that fire damage. Like, wait a second.
Interesting choice to use a fire. Yeah, their combos probably would have been way better suited.
See what the struggle fights here hold for VG, if anything.
Ooh, okay.
Just a report.
Okay.
It's not very useful, actually.
It is not useful. I mean, once more.
Yeah, unfortunately, that once more isn't really going to sway you to go to SP anytime sooner, I would say. For most racers.
Right.
Yeah, the sway of the hints hasn't changed anything.
No, it's just nice to know you know where it's at, so whenever you do decide to go there.
Alright, we'll take a peek. What's in Sunset Terrace now?
Stitch hiding here, or is he in Mansion?
It is a little Stitch, so maybe he's just chilling in the mansion.
Maybe he's chilling with the Roxas.
Or he's right there.
He's just right there.
Dang, this is
No
very
mansion.
generous so far. No Beast Castle 2, no mansion visit.
No
Got
Agrabah
2 forms. Yeah. Where does the seed go wrong? Where's membership card?
Membership card is gonna be in TT3 in between. Meanwhile, that picture is gonna be like on Zemnis 1 or something. Just dumb. And we have VG doing missions in LOD, and Ragna will be finishing up STT here once they go Sunset Terrace. I'm pretty sure you just follow suit. I think doing LOD is probably your safest play right now.
And you could also do OC with Magnera. Oh, Ragnar, where are you going? Please go to the back alley.
Okay. I was a little concerned there for a second. Okay, well, like you said, OC. Also fair play, like I said, you have Magnera.
Use Wisdom Form on the Hades escape.
The OCL D5050 in full force? Yes, it is. See if Mountain Trail here is going to have anything. More than likely not, but you never know.
Nothing there. We just got the pop up after this.
Meanwhile, still, or Ragna's on his way up to Cerberus through Hades' escape. And we'll get to start doing the bulk of his checks here. Alright.
Village Cave holding nothing.
We going to the minute fight here.
Got the ridge chests here. Are those gonna hide anything? Truck gauge up. That's not bad. So 2 checks on Shanyu or throne room. Maybe
Yeah, I'm thinking, do they have the ability or the stuff needed to do throne room skip?
no. Not an easy one. Like they could try to do some sneaky stuff with like wisdom form or maybe final form, but that'd be rough.
They have Reflect on the Fire, so they can do Wisdom Hovers. That is indeed the go-to strat. It's pretty basic. You don't know if VG knows? He should know. That's a very basic alternative to Shanyu skip that at least VG should know about. One of the seasoned players. It's not terribly hard.
We did see Ragna pick up another set of torn pages. I believe that was on Urns.
Yeah, so Ern's holding out some paper. Let's see if there's anything hiding here in the locks.
Oh,
there it is.
We're done before Hydra.
DC has a Thunder. And the push into Port Royal.
Yeah, that's fair. You have Blizzara, so you'll get through the fights
And
really
that
fast.
magic, that's still looking good for it.
Yeah, 31 magic.
Alright, do we see VG go for those? Oh, he's going for it.
Meanwhile, we'll see Ragna go through the town here. And then VG gonna do one fight, and then we'll see what he does here. If he opts this to Shanyu or go through the skip.
You do have Sword of the Ancestors, so... Honestly, I'm also shocked, just like Earth and Ninten. Like, what? I'm surprised it didn't go for that page, now that you have it. And the Thunder hinted. Oh, there's
Okay,
crossbones.
he is going for the Wisdom Hovers. You have enough height? He
And
does.
he got it.
Okay. Very solid from VG. So we'll see what Throne Room has here. Hopefully
Please
it's
have
just
nothing.
done. Oh, he's
right to
a
left.
he's a right
Right to left.
sider. It's over.
Yes.
It's all over.
It's beautiful. Okay, well, right
Uh-oh.
side's crying. Oh,
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
This
Both
is
sides crying? Both
Throne
sides are
room's
crying.
crying.
Oh no.
oh no.
oh, you gave Kisu PTSD. What did you do, dear?
Listen, Kisu did it themselves.
Wow, so... Skippers in shambles.
Skippers are in shambles. If you go to the throne room and you see that, you're disappointed because there's only 2 checks in
They
this
really
world.
didn't have like anything either. Like
Couple, 2 keyblades.
yeah, like if those keyblades have something nice, then maybe. Oh, there was a finishing plus. That's right. Oh, it's on.
Uh-oh.
One of those things is on Storm Rider.
Wait.
There's
It's
one
Storm
check
Rider.
left. There's
Yeah,
one check
so
left.
you have Storm Rider
before-
confirmed.
Oh,
Oh,
Okay.
it's Valor.
Okay.
so Storm Rider is confirmed to be somewhere, but you may have to do Data Zigbar.
Data Zigbar is also still on the table right now.
Yeah.
I mean,
It
they
is a
do have
guaranteed Storm
Ori.
Rider visit, so that's gonna be fun.
That definitely just made LOD very interesting.
See how interesting PR becomes.
Ragna just finishing up minute fight here, so we'll get to do a few more checks here. Still waiting to find that skill in crossbones, or did they find it already?
Oh, he found it. It was in town.
Was in town.
It's like the first or second chest in town. It was the one in the alleyway right here. For guard break on Wisdom 5. Interesting.
Yeah, Nintendo. That's still kind of bothering me too. That VG still hasn't checked any of his staffs. I want to know what's on the Apu staff.
Only one person knows.
I know what it
He's
is.
not-
Smile.
Yeah. He's not
Smile.
gonna give it up. Alright, let's see if Barrels has anything.
Surely it's not just gonna be Data Luxord, right?
Now it might. Okay.
Yeah. Spoiler log readers and not even sharing with the class. Man, what is this?
Let's head into the cave. Right here. Going to Moonlight. Oh, hey, a form boost. That's all right.
Yeah, 5-4 boost is definitely good there. MP Haste Era.
Good Shamble. We're going to Barbosa. All right, we got 2 checks off of Barbosa.
You know,
VG does
CVG.
get
Yep. Gonna be leveling up their Valor here on minute fights.
Nothing on level 3.
Yeah, drive recovery's alright. Ooh, taking some hits there.
Potion. Oh no.
So
There's one more pop up. Right?
yeah, it should get nothing on
Ooh.
pop. Okay, we are going into GR or PR2.
Hey, Ragna's jumping right back in. It's very fair play.
No, it definitely makes sense. You have everything you need to go up to GR2. Obviously, you don't have the thunders for that fight, so you're probably just gonna. If you don't get it before, then you just leave.
And his strength stat is still not looking great.
Was it 23? It's gone up a little bit, but yeah, magic is still.
We got 25 on VG's, and with that, it's probably Keyblade and accessories. But still, like, that's not. It's not where you want to be at, especially with Data Zigbar potentially on the table.
Yeah, you look up the stats and you're thinking about these fights. You're like, they're not that good. So you're hoping they start picking up here. Obviously, they still have screens for leveling. They can do Promise Charm Room if they somehow find this last proof, or wherever it may be hiding.
Oh, lost final right at the end of the GR2 fight, or GR1 fight, not 2. All right, you get 7 chests in the gambler.
You have 1 there. You have 3 here. 3 in the other
next
room.
one.
Finding Magna Burst, just kind of wish you had that a little earlier, but still alright.
There it is, just a cure. So no GR2.
Alright, I want to see Ragna push this page now.
You have it. Just go look at it. Kanga's waiting. Yeah, there we go.
Alright, we'll see if they find a Thunder, or if they find something else that's still here.
So we still have 3.
Or nothing at all.
No, we're going to Spooky Cave. 4 things, and you have Spooky Cave and Yeet.
Now, where do you go if you're Ragna? Do you go into LOD?
I feel like that'd be the next big thing to go for.
Okay, yeah. Makes sense. You got that Magna Burst. Do you have Magnera? We'll have a pretty fast set of missions here.
We'll see. I wonder if Ragna goes for Throne Room Skip as well. I feel like you save a little bit of time if you don't, because you have to go through it anyways.
I mean, if he knows it, if he knows the Wisdom Hover, I think he'll go for it.
Yeah.
So it definitely makes sense. You're getting the bulk of the checks out of the way. Meanwhile, we'll see VG finishing up their PR2 here.
Wonder where do you go if you're BG?
I think you go OC and finish that up.
Just seeing some overlap now from the 2 racers. It's hard to do much of anything else because you're looking for picture and membership card. And 2 in Pride lanes is starting to stare you down a bit though.
Yeah. I wonder if they decide to go just get their leveling out of the way for screens.
They might.
Trying to think what else you could do. I mean, you could go back into Halloween Town.
You go finish up Disney
Go
Cast or TR.
Yeah, you can do TR. I think you'd want to maybe try and find Master Form. Just start leveling that if you can. Or you just say screw it and just finish it.
Also have the World That Never Was. It's still hiding 2 things. Because I've only done the shotgun of that. Very clean Hades escape from VG.
Yeah, the big thing you're still looking for is going to be that membership card. it's definitely going to be hiding most of your visit unlocks for stuff.
Probably
Actually,
hiding the other two forms.
The only visit lock you're looking for is picture. If you're once you find membership card. Man, this is definitely turning out to be some kind of wild goose chase.
It was, like I said, it was gonna be kind early, but now you're struggling. Never trust a seed that is super kind to you early.
You never trust the seed made by me.
Never trust a geek seed. That's rule number 1.
Is he going for an auto form here?
I didn't see him put on an auto.
I would assume so. Might be on the Keyblade potentially. God, he has so much health.
Maybe.
Or so much defense, rather. Oh, okay. He's low. Yeah, okay. He does have limit.
Yep. So get some auto limit going.
There's
auto valor.
Auto limit as auto valor. That's funny. Another draw.
That's a little late, but okay, that is a very pretty animation there.
Right.
I think that's the genie
do like
explosion.
I do like that. That was nice.
I'm pretty sure that's the genie explosion retextured or something.
Doesn't Ragna do like their own?
Oh, we do see VG checking these chests.
I would check them.
Oh, there was the aquamarine ring.
Sell it. Now you can sell it. You don't have a money pouch. Sell it.
Money pouches are ICs, so eventually they're forced to get money.
I was like, are you gonna go to Demix? That one seems bold.
That's definitely a commitment.
But no, we see VG going back.
I mean, he committed to a boo. I mean,
Oh, he missed this.
you can just
Calculated.
commit to Demix. Yeah,
Calculated.
knew exactly what he was doing from the moment.
All right, VG, where are you heading to now?
Checking the page.
Right, you just got the page.
All right,
You're not
just
gonna find anything, but
Okay. Ooh. Okay. Ooh.
yeah, he's
Alright.
going for the.
Ragna does know. Making sure he's all prepped mentally for this. Ooh, does it backwards. Oh no. You have so many drive recoveries, you're fine. But yeah,
Do you have another shot at this?
Messed it up. Yeah, you always want to make sure you do a fire first into the reflect. Oh, I think he's trying to aim over it right now. Okay, so this is a little spooky for him. He needs to double menu back. Yeah, that's the problem. The menu doesn't
and
keep
he's done.
memory.
Which, hindsight, this is honestly good for Ragna.
If he just does this, it's in his favor. Oh,
Yeah.
is he taking a door death?
He's taking the door death.
No.
Wow, okay. So
I think it's
unfortunate-
fair.
It is.
You give it one more shot and then you just like do it. Obviously, we know nothing's in there, but for his perspective, I think it's fair to give it one more shot.
All right, and he just makes it over that time. Has more
Yeah, doesn't get
confidence.
the second
Realizes his height is good. Now, unfortunately, he's gonna be very wrong. He goes left to right after watching
But
that
he-
last race.
But he is a left side, so he gets all the fun stuff good. Fun stuff first. Okay,
and shambles.
BG opted to go into Pride Lands. I think that's a fair play.
All right, I think none of those reflects hit. Super strange.
Yeah, that's kind of odd that didn't.
Right, so unless things go right for VG, okay, still able to skip for now. Needs to do a lot of good damage here. This might kill?
That's super close.
Wow, okay,
Okay.
gets it.
Ooh, got it. But it looks like we're going forward with that, though.
And we do have a guaranteed visit to.
Oh,
Closest reflect.
so
That's an okay hint.
Finally gonna go do Darkthorn. We'll get second chance and be happy. And Ragna's going to DC.
Oh, he's
Gonna go level up
Valor.
He's gonna go level up Valor.
Oh, he's gonna try to do both at once. Okay, that makes sense. He's level Wisdom to 5, level Valor to 5, or up to 5. We already know what's on levels 2 through 4 from VG. Absolutely nothing. Haven't seen level 5.
You should see it here, though. Fake proof.
Wow.
Membership card.
Okay,
Oh,
it wasn't a level 7, but it was it's close enough to being high up there, in a way.
He's gonna go get the reset.
Yeah, just gonna go.
Oh, is he just gonna do Roxas? Oh, he might try to do auto limit strats potentially.
Okay, no, that's definitely fair.
VG is going through DC normally, though.
I wonder if he chooses to level Valor here.
Yeah, I mean his wisdom is already max, so I think you.
Oh no, okay. Opting to just
Okay.
go for final to shred through this fight.
Maybe we'll do Valor on the boat fight then.
Is Ragna gonna quick run? No shot. I feel
No
like this is a little bit of a mistake, I think.
Like, you got Trinity limit, too.
Okay, he's gonna make sure he's against the wall, use a Trinity just to be careful with RV. Okay, oh, he does go
There it
into it.
is.
Okay, it is calculated
Oh.
after all.
Okay.
We'll be fine.
Okay, there's the Ragnarok and a combo boost. It's a pretty
And a
nice
combo
location
boost.
for that. Alright, he had us in the first half of that fight.
Not gonna lie, he definitely did. I thought he was gonna quick run.
Alright, time to see what's beyond Roxas.
Okay, VG just doing final. Fair enough. You will just increase your stats as much as you can. I just want to see him get that last level of Valor.
Alright, he's gonna do a jump magnet here, try to get a lot of that chip damage in. Right, we'll be able to one cycle this, gets a thunder, still one
There's
check
that.
missing.
Yeah, there's the thunder.
Got one more check.
Superstar, he did need to do reset his flag, so it makes sense that he's pushing through this right now.
Like, might as well, while you're here.
I think it was more so sort of like a spontaneous decision.
Well, I mean, he
made
had
it
to
work
reset
out.
he had to reset his flags, story
Oh
flags.
yeah, committing to doing TT or whatever it was a bit spontaneous, I think.
Yeah. He only went up to Zigbar, too, so, like, that seems like a fair place to stop. And now start heading into here.
Yeah, we'll get to
Right.
see what's all here in this lovely 11 Hollow Bastion that's just in the 9.
I wish VG was using Valor form right now.
I know. You'd have that membership card. I wonder if he just goes back in to get that quick level.
Oh, we have 2 more pop-ups to see if we have our first super boss.
Oh, it's done.
Oh,
Wow.
it's done. Twilight Town
And,
has a reflect. Thank you.
Not so useful hint. Okay, I like what VG's doing, opting to go for the also sort of easy content of HT.
Ragna did find a cure outside of corridors. So chipping away at that 9.
Doesn't look like Corridors is going to give much else, though. Nope.
He does have arrow recovery 4, so I believe he will go for core skip. Hopefully that last chest isn't holding in something important, because that would be very
Tragic.
unfortunate.
This would be the seed of Skippers and Shambles. Alright, Stitch's chest is
Wow.
Master Form.
That's very close to the vanilla location. It's very strange. NXP boost?
And it's-
okay.
That's actually solid, because he does have screens available still.
He does. And he's got Stitch Magnera, so that'll be quick, especially with, what, 45 magic base?
Yeah, their magic stats insane, so he would absolutely just shred through everything.
Oh, yeah, true. They do have Explosion Earth, so... Just Magnet Explosion.
Yeah, these players will actually be doing final strats though, using Final Fire to shred through screens rather. The more popular strat amongst a lot of the Masters Division players, they realize the power of final leveling with fire.
It's pretty good.
It does a lot of work.
Sorry, XP leveling or Sora leveling using Final Fire. There we go.
Yep.
Phrased it correctly that time.
All right, are the checks in the first half? They are not.
Okay, is Ragna skipping?
He is.
All right, there it is.
We are hoping it is not on the last chest. Otherwise, skippers are.
Oh god,
in
look at
shambles.
this strength. Oh god.
Oh,
This
Yeah, I
strength-
had
it's
an
bad.
explosion just to break through the stalagmite.
The strength is bad.
strength is real bad.
Yep, he realizes immediately goes for final to break the valves instead.
Alright.
He will use final to glide up this wall here. VG finally gets
There it
membership
is.
card. Honestly, he's in a good spot because this technically is a cutscene at some point after this.
No,
So his flags will be
definitely a
refreshed.
solid one.
That's another Thunder in core.
All right, so we know
That's
where all the
actually the
thunders
first
are.
thunder. Yeah.
Yeah, because we haven't got the one off of
Or sorry, that's Ragna's first thunder.
Ragna's first.
Another Torn Page and the Beast Claw. So core definitely needed.
Core is paying off.
Let's just hope it's not in that last chest.
I think the more you're going through this, the more likely it's not, because you've definitely chipped that down to a small number.
Yeah, and especially with still needing to do dancers. Oh, there's a negative combo.
Dancers, Final Fantasy fights.
Crystal Fisher 1K.
Wow, Combo Master as
Master.
well.
Oh, Combo Master. Okay, yeah. Core's loaded.
And no surprise, BG is right behind.
Yeah, as soon as you get there, you're like, I need to go into this world that's just loaded.
Alright, so we'll see later if last chest is gonna be the scary one.
This
I do
BG
wonder
fights core.
what he does. You have good tools for it. Your magic stat's really insane, which is basically the stat that matters.
Right. I don't know if it gets some elixir off Master 2.
Dancers fight for Ragna. 2 checks after, so we'll see here. Oh, he's gonna try to XP boost this. Very nice. I believe that should be half.
Yeah.
Looks like it.
That looks like half, yeah.
It looks like half.
Wow, finishing plus on levels. That's very nice.
So that's all 3 of them.
See what these 2 chests hold.
Alright. No important checks quite yet.
So yeah, Ragna's gonna go reset his drive and then go right back in, I would assume.
No, he is going
Nope.
for the torn page.
Okay, that's fair. Check the page.
Looks like VG might be... Oh no, VG's buying some ethers. And going back in.
Ooh, I think that's the sign that he might be doing core then.
Yeah. So we will...
We will see if that chest.
Oh, we'll see in a
matters.
second, actually. He's gonna opt to check his keys, see if he has any jackpots. Get more off the... Wow, he gets lucky. He gets a drive recovery. Oh, the other negative combo is just chilling in Spooky Cave along with the
And
money pouch.
and the thunder. So
Starting to look like Yeet might be... Oh no, you got 1 chest and then Pooh Bear. Pooh has 2 checks if I remember correct.
Yeah, 4 total, 2 chests, 2 from Pooh. Okay, so it seems like
Eeyore,
this
come
might
on.
be required.
See how generous
Oh, sorry,
Pooh
yeah,
Bear
this
is?
Pooh has 2 checks. There we go.
Has a cure.
all right.
Is that a vanilla cure? No, that's off Yeet, isn't it?
I believe that is Sweet Memories location.
Sweet memories, yeah.
All right. Yep. We do see VG doing the core fights.
Okay, bless once more. Saved him. Oh wait, never mind. He doesn't have once more. He just got lucky.
He
Like
just
a
got
triple
lucky.
soulmate. Oh, the Necromancer, please. All right, it is dead. The raid boss has been slain. Oh my god. That second punch would have killed him.
Yeah, VG was playing fire with that one.
Alright, squeezes on through. So that is probably, I would say, maybe the harder fight for VG in terms of his tool set. The second one, you have Magnera, and final, you just magnet glide through it over and over.
Yeah, I definitely would agree. The first fight is definitely like the scariest one.
VG has not been punished. He's gotten so lucky on some of these things.
Never punished. VG's never punished.
Oh, I think I actually have something for that.
Scimitar was on Master 4.
Man, so forms are generous this seed. I think the farthest was just a level 5.
A level 5 for the membership card.
Mm-hmm. No drive roulette, sadly.
No drive roulette. We have yet to see if the core skip roulette is a thing.
We will be seeing it shortly. VG has what? This fight.
There we go. Okay.
Okay, Ops needs Stitch, actually. Okay. Hopefully this plays
Like
on his
it.
favor. That magnet
Stitch
a
is
little
being
bit
good.
high. Yeah, but the magnet's just really high up. You kind of want it to be as low as
is.
possible for that explosion to hit. Yeah, you can see he's opting to go for aerial dives.
There
Alright,
we
that's
go.
way better. Does the thunder that he realizes.
He's through, and now we're gonna go see.
We will
Alright.
see if skippers are in shambles.
Thunder for
Ragna.
Ragna. Okay, Ragna's opting to use the drive recovery here. Make sure to go in the final for the future repeat fight.
Well, this is
Alright.
gonna be a
All right,
this is gonna be a close one too, because you only got glide 2.
you'll be fine.
Reflect.
Alright, there we
Starter,
go.
Reflect. Yeah.
All right, does this chest matter?
Oh, wait,
No.
that's still good, though.
But that's
is
still a solid
good.
pickup.
Don't they have flash tip though?
They do,
I-
but you kind of would prefer both.
You definitely prefer both.
I mean, it's not like super detrimental, right?
Oh, actually, they do not have flash step. That is their first gap closer.
Oh, they don't.
Shout out to spoiler logs. They do have aerial spiral, so that is the pseudo gap closer.
All right, Ragna is through TR. We'll be getting that report here in a second. And going into Halloween Town.
I will say, interesting to note that I believe VG did Oogie, but didn't go back into Halloween Town 2.
I think the sight of membership card swayed VG's pathing.
Oh wow, he's just going straight to Demix right now.
Oh, okay.
Is
Pops on a high drive, I like it. We'll be able to go into double final here. He might have some drive to do some damage to Demix potentially, but he'll just go back into final anyway.
Yeah, I think most of his drive is gonna deplete just doing the water clones.
yeah.
Yeah, it's all gone. Just do a couple fires.
And melt away the star, man.
Alright, very clean from both racers. Man, that's a lot of good abilities. I'm just staring at this menu from VG's side.
Mhm.
I know, it's insane. But the one menu everybody wants him to see is those darn Donald
I need to know what
staffs.
the meteor staff is. I haven't forgotten what the staff is. I need to know.
It's killing me every time he goes into a menu and just doesn't swap over to Donald. It kills me on the inside. I need to know.
I don't think we're ever gonna know, Dare.
Oh, we'll know. Geek will tell us.
What if I just never tell you guys?
So it's like, now Geek's not gonna tell us.
I would be sad if you denied me the knowledge of the meteor staff.
And so far, pretty clean Final Fantasy fights from VG. Magna doing a lot of work, especially the Thunder. Even though it's only Thundara, it's still really good. Well, Ragna reacts, I guess, realizes he went to the far window. With the far conveyor belt.
Alright, how many checks are going to be in Crystal Fissure here?
Oh, a Blizzard.
Blizzard.
Okay.
Okay, so that's Blizzaga.
Another fire.
Fire.
For Raga. Oh,
Item slots.
Interesting.
Honestly?
Okay.
Oh, he's gonna go to Spooky Cave. Like, you got the pages.
Yeah, I think at this point you're kind of trying to hope and find that last magnet before you go into 1K.
Well, you can do it with Magnera. It's just rough.
Yeah, I think that he's playing with a bit of odds, hoping that he can just get that Magnega out to make it way easier. Ooh, unfortunate for Ragna, gets out the Trinity instead of the Dance Call. So he needs to do a bit of an extra fight here. Actually fight the kids.
Alright, go into final, just take him out.
Yeah, unfortunately, they're all over the room. Oh, double bogey.
Oh,
I
and she just woke up.
Oh no, this is this is a mess.
That's a nasty fight now. Yeah, I think VG will finish up 100 Acre, then opt to go right back into 1K. I don't see why you put it off any longer if you don't find it here.
Oh, he woke up. You can get it with the barrel, and he technically counts. All right, very nice. Finally gets it. Yeah, one little input mistake, just not remembering of Trinity. That really changes a lot.
Okay, opting to go back to KH2. That's a fair play.
He wants that magnet, man.
Yeah, he definitely is trying to find that magnet.
Do we see another missed input to Trinity?
Okay, very nice. It's the easy fight.
Doesn't have to chase him around.
Oh no.
Man.
Okay, this should be fine for Ragna. Yeah, okay.
This
just has to walk over.
Following Town 2 has not been nice to Ragna.
Just to note, we have 2 things still on levels, like actual levels, and that's on 39 and beyond.
And one of them is a reflect. We don't know what the other could be.
Could be that picture we're looking for.
You think if VG finds the picture and still doesn't have the Magnaga, he goes into TT3?
Absolutely. Yeah, this HT2 is going way better for VG. Still nothing. We have to fight Experiment.
Alright, Ragna successfully gets the dance call. No Trinity here. Reminder that it is a little bit faster if you actually just go straight to dance call rather than doing a reflect. Mostly just because the reflect will break apart the body of Experiment.
Alright, he's got his final menued.
Ooh, okay, that's one hit. Should be fine now. Right, gets the finisher hit here. Very nice. He goes for Trinity, sure. He might have meant to go to dance call potentially. We'll see. Ooh, okay, making sure he's safe.
Okay.
One more pop-up.
Are we going to Vexen?
No. Genie on Experiment.
And another super boss avoided.
I want a refund.
How are we avoiding all these? Meanwhile, VG absolutely just shredded through that fight.
Well, they're doing the same thing now. They're both doing the same thing. Alright.
They want that Reflaga.
Oh, Goofy trolling. There we go.
Okay, Ragna actually at 1 HP. New Stitch here, alright.
His Genie... It is Genie or his pan that said do not use ever?
It's Genie.
Okay.
I also think when he picks up Genie, it's like, put that back or something like that, which is hilarious.
Yo, this Stitch is not being very kind quite yet.
This Stitch is trolling.
Oh, he likes to play music.
Come on, Stitch. Do your job.
Alright, VG taking a different approach to this fight. Opts to do his Stitch summon later, just so the ukulele stuff doesn't get in the way.
Stitch also not wanting to do... There we go.
Alright, confirm VG paid off his Stitch.
He was getting his monthly bonus early. Right, 41 for VG, no check there, so now it's 44, 46, 48, and 50 for where the level checks are.
Yo, is this gonna be a level 50 check?
Okay, level 44 reflect.
So 46, 48, 50.
Okay,
Nothing on
now
46.
48 and 50. Man, look at this magic stat though. That's a super nice stat. 62.
It's a 50 check.
It is a level 50 check. What'd you put on
How
50?
fitting.
Geek? What'd you put on 50?
Sure, let's put picture there.
Here comes
I don't know
Zach
what it
Braff.
is.
If it's picture, I swear to God.
Oh, okay, it's not.
It's
a
the torn page.
though. Well, okay. What if it
okay, but
is-
the torn page leads to the picture.
If it leads to the picture, that's close enough. I'll take it.
Yeet.
And the picture's on Yeet.
And both real-time ending screens about the same time.
Man, that's insane.
I think.
Almost.
No,
the same
Ragna
time.
left it. Yeah. Like Ragna's is a little bit delayed. Also has a load list.
It's got like
advantage.
a third. I think it's just under 30 seconds. Or
Yeah, something.
is it right at 30 seconds?
I think it's like.
All right. Who has the faster hostile program fight? That's the question.
Honestly, if these two throughout the entire rest of this race do the same content, I would be happy. Then we just like, all right, who
Okay.
is faster?
Oh no, it goes into Valor on accident. Okay, VG's winning.
All right, it's cooked. It's over. It's cooked. Go next.
Yeah, VG's already at last phase. Wow, limit form.
Limit form.
Wow.
Oh, okay, so that's once more. That actually does mean it's a guaranteed not AS lurk scene, or not data lurk scene. If that's the last remaining check, that is guaranteed.
Alright, let's see where this last check in Pooh Bear is.
It's on Yeet.
Ragna opting to go right back in. Nope, it was right
Ah,
there. Just the
report right there. Halloween Town has Genie.
There.
I respect
No
the not
yeet.
eating.
Yeet for content. No, go back. Can't just leave the honey jar on his head. You can't just leave him like that, man.
No, you can.
After all
That's what he
Pooh
gets.
is done, after all Pooh is done for you, and you just leave him hanging like that.
All he had left was a piece of paper that meant nothing. That's what he deserves. BG disqualified.
I'm down.
BG disqualified for not eating a bear.
So I'm not gonna lie, this is a little side note, a little joke. I thought about making it so that for any of the top 8 races for Yeet, either division, I'd give the winner an extra like $10 if they did a 9999 Yeet. But it had to be during the race itself, not like post seed.
Yeah. Like the actual yeet during the race.
Yeah, the required Yeet had to be a max score.
Do
You're gonna
it.
see more people start wanting yeet.
Yeah, you gotta give him a reason to want to play Yeet. Like, bro, I could make an extra bucks.
I'm just gonna see so many people wasting time just trying to get the 999. You gotta make it on the first attempt.
No. I'm allowing them to mess up. But that's the thing.
Yeah, like-
you're taking the risk of, do I keep trying to go for this little tiny bonus?
$10 worth it.
Yeah,
I'm playing
maybe
this
make it
game
like-
for free. Is it worth it?
maybe make it like 20, so you can get yourself like a meal off it or something.
What? $10 is a meal. It's go to McDonald's.
Go get yourself just a cheeseburger and fries. Don't
Hey,
get the
that can
drink.
get
That puts you over $10. You can't get the drink.
That can get you a McGangbang fries and a drink.
S- What? Who? I've never heard. Anyway,
You've never
Solar
heard
Sailor
of the
is-
you.
Okay,
Oh,
so
no.
Ragna doesn't want anything off of Solar Sailor.
Okay,
We'll
good,
see
I'm not
what's in
the
the
only-
last 4
I'm-
chests here. Pride
I
Rock
thought I was
map,
about to be the
it's a Power
outcast
Crystal.
again. I'm not.
Oh, keeps talking to Tron. Wow, another glide was here, and an Aegis charm. Chain. Oops, wrong word. Alright, should be a pretty easy Sark fight here from both racers. They both got the same exact strat on their mind. Alright, Sark throws a disc, optimal. Oh, okay, unfortunate for Ragna. Tron lives, that's good.
Ragna is just having a series of unfortunate events happening in this last, like, half hour.
Well, like, VG had the same problem with that. So...
The curse is spreading. Alright, it should be the easy one cycle for Ragna and VG. Alright, it's a guaranteed AS Larxene. And again, reminder, it is only AS Larxene. Datas can never have second chance or once more.
Sad.
Yeah, because this is just a pop-up, right?
Yeah, they can. Abilities can't appear on the pop-up after beating a boss. They can only appear on the text, like the bonus.
We're seeing a Larxene right away, too.
It's fair. I mean, you do have the abilities to shred through it.
We're getting Bridelands 2 from VG, so we get to see if this is on Hyenas 2 or Ground Shaker, or maybe even Psyx.
What do we have left? Like, it could be proof, paid, or not, report.
I'm not gonna lie, I feel like VG wanted to do Pride Lands sooner or right away, but his strength stat wasn't good. And wanted to make sure that we get the one cycle on, or the pseudo one cycle on Ground Shaker. Does this kill for Ragna? This should kill.
It should, yeah.
Okay.
Once more.
Have they found a Berserk Charge?
I feel like they should have.
It might be on a Keyblade. Oh, God.
Alright, Starry Hill visit. Ragnar will probably open the left chest, get the report, and probably immediately peace out. Yep, not even gonna bother. Oh,
come
nice
on.
Bear. No bear.
Oh, accidentally walks back in.
Oh,
that's his punishment.
Man, both these racers just leaving Pooh hanging. Can't believe the disrespect they give him.
Ooh, okay, Ragna's actually going to be doing this now.
Let's see if it's Storm Rider Zig.
If you want content, you want Data Zigmar, if you want the racers to get out of here at a reasonable time, maybe just on Storm Rider.
We need a super boss, come on.
We just had one, technically.
Yes, Larxene's a joke.
I didn't say it was a good one.
I mean, to be fair, we don't know what's behind 1K. It could be Data Dex or Sephi.
Like, we still have the two things in there.
We still have all the world that never was, too.
Zigbar and Beyond, yeah.
All right.
They do not have a Berserk.
We do not have a Berserk charge. That is kind of unfortunate.
Oh, this is going to be a little annoying then. I don't think you're technically in last... Well, you're in last phase, but I think he's going to do a DM. Okay, yeah, he's doing a DM right now, actually. So can't really do much. I think you can stay on his back, though, the whole time. Oh, VG trying to do a Thunder. Can't do that. The mask is immune to Thunder.
I learned that one the hard way.
Yeah, for some reason you can hit the eyes with Thunder. The eyes of Ground Shaker, just not the mask of whatever this thing is called. I don't know if it has a name. I think it just might be Ground Shaker.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh,
that's a guaranteed Data Psyx.
We get a super boss. Yay!
We get to see a pan fight. That's what we get to see.
It's pan or double negative combo. They should
One of the
both
two.
have it. Because one negative combo was
yep.
in Core, one negative combo was in Spooky Cave.
Spooky Cave, yep.
But again, they do have pan. Pan is probably going to be the faster choice, honestly.
Especially with aerial spiral.
Yeah, I think VG right now is trying to find any excuse to just get better stats before actually committing to some of these fights. Oh no!
Oh my god!
That
experience
is
boost.
All right.
so troll, and we get
You got
Tatum
content.
Sigmar.
We have content. 2 datas now. See?
That
The
ex-
pain was coming.
Oh, that experience boost on Storm Rider is so troll, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, no berserk charge.
That's insane that we have not found a Berserk charge.
That's the I was looking at Ragna's menu. 3 combo pluses.
2 form boosts.
By the way, the Wonderful Was is still not done. We saw Ragna go all the way up to Sigmar. It's about
And
to
now
do it
it's
right now.
And we still don't know what's on Donald's tabs. I've
Yeah,
never
they
known
have
what
zero.
this.
They honestly have zero reason to check at this point because they're just gonna be using Final Form probably for all the easier fights.
Then just tell us what's on it.
Nah, I don't need to tell y'all. Alright, VG taking some time to do a little bit of XP grinding. Unfortunately, he doesn't have the XP boost from Storm Rider that we just found out about. I will say though, look at those stats in Final. 53-75. 53 is pretty close. If you, I think the best case scenario, I guess for both racers, more so probably for Ragna, is that you want this last check to be on regular Xemnas 1, so you have as much excuse to go level
To go, yep, to go as
and
high
get your
up
stats
there.
higher. Also, VG took a look at
actually-
it. It was just an item boost on that staff.
Okay.
Oh. Donald item boost. So Abu was useless. Zigbar down for Ragna. See if is it not Skyway after this?
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Damn, you know your room names? That's
Man, that's
other nerd kind of stuff.
that's some nerd shit there.
No, I'm kidding though. I used to know these room names because of Door Rando, because we had to.
No, I mean that's fair.
Okay, so far very clean from VG. Surprised he didn't opt to use Final Glide here. Alright, so fortunately gonna break out. Just gonna take a few steps to make sure he doesn't get hit by a bullet. Alright, that was an okay fight.
VG. And we see the good old Luxord fight from Ragna here.
Oh my god, look at this damage. He's absolutely shredding with every hit of this Rs.
Oh my god.
Now he does have a lot of drive gauge. He might be able to do the full skip. Okay, doesn't throw an ether.
Pops.
That's a little bit on the... no, he's fine.
Yeah, he's fine. This damage is insane. Clean fight. Very clean fight.
Wow,
There's a
reflect.
reflect.
Okay.
What does
Stands for
VG
Plaga
do
now.
here? VG should know he can do the exact same strats.
He doesn't have the limit levels though, so his limit gauge would drive or go out pretty quick. He's only
He's
limit.
choosing just to do some aerial spiral strats.
Yeah, he'll definitely have to do a lot more in base Sora.
Oh, okay, gets hit unfortunately. Mistimes that one reflect, and in the gap between the reflects was able to get hit by Luxord.
Oh, that's the other thing to note. He doesn't have enough gauge for 2 limit forms because he lost final form in the Zigbar fight.
Man, this explosion reflect on Syax is just shredding his bars.
Very clean. Very nice fight from Ragna. So he is saving time overall compared to VG just from having that better Luxor fight. Okay, this is a little scary for VG now. He's about to be in DM range.
I'm surprised he didn't.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay, this is DM range now. Needs to get this R's. Okay.
There we go. Now he's got it now.
Okay, the card's dying 2 hits, so he's good.
He's good.
So this definitely helped Ragna make up some time from those Halloween Town 2 fights.
And this also helps out Ragna if the check is not in these chests, that he can just come back down here and just grind.
Yo, shoutouts to Riku for healing Ragna. The homie chest, okay.
Homie chest.
So
Alright, Zem 1 or Data Zem.
This is a good but bad case at the exact same time.
Give me Data Zem because it's a much better fight.
Yeah, unlike Hitless, where you can actually do final Zemnis instead of Data Zemnis, if the check is on Data, you have to do the Data for Avian. No alternative cases or anything.
Man, if I was in Wayfinder's ABN, I'd still do Data Zem.
Does this kill for VG?
I don't think
It should.
So, no.
Oh, he's so close.
No
okay,
way.
Very nice.
Oh,
very
got
nice.
lucky. He was at full berserk, so that was lucky that he decided to go for an attack there.
Okay, this doesn't kill for Ragna. It does a lot of damage though.
He's got to get next to the steps here.
Drive explosion. Yeah, all right. This should kill. Very
This
nice
kills.
fight from Ragna. And it's a picture.
There's the picture.
Where's my Data Zigbar? Or is it Data Zemnis, sorry?
He's coming. Don't worry. Zigbar's coming.
I know Zigbar's coming. Data Zemnis. Much better fight.
Whatever X name they have.
Gets told about Terra being unlocked. Very nice. Alright, time for TT. If you're trying to get more levels, again, you want to be in Mansion. You want that to be your excuse. You could potentially level in TT3 on the way to Mansion.
You could.
Ooh, VG's gonna go for full building skip.
full.
Okay, gets that first hit. Oh, waits a little bit too long. Alright, he's gonna try it one more time. Oh, it gets zapped anyway.
It's in TT3, whatever this is.
All right, we want more content. Put that magnet on Data Axle. Actually, no, it'd be troll. You put the magnet on 1K. You will never
That's
get
where you won the
Magna.
magnet.
Air combo boost, that's actually really solid of an item pickup,
That's a
especially because you have
solid.
Data Zigbar to fight. Oh my god, that R's, that Zentetsuken from VG did a full
That did
bar.
so much damage.
I'm pretty sure that did a whole bar.
This wide limit form is so strong.
Alright, is it
Alright, we in
here?
Sunset Terrace. Oh, too far. One more
It's that aero
chest.
dodge 4, man. It messes with your movement.
Oh, we're going to the mansion.
Alright, VG is going to be playing a little bit of the catch-up game here. I wonder if Ragna opts to level. I feel like you should.
I definitely feel like Ragnar should, especially with the double experience boost.
Because he does have it, because he's done...
It'll get you like 3 levels, maybe. Okay, opts just goes right in. Maybe mentally committing that he's just going to do Zigbar at level 1. Wow, the last finishing plot, that's actually really solid. It's a really solid pickup.
That'll definitely help with that Data Zigbar fight.
Alright. Flare Force. Wow, just on Mansion fight. That's the best case scenario. You did eventually find it.
Yeah, you definitely are okay finding that.
Alright, but what is this check though?
Dude, it's magnet on data.
HP has a cure.
It's paper.
What a great report. Oh, let's go. He checks the chest this time. Doesn't ignore it. Ignores the one on the other side of the room by the stairs.
Yeah, too far away. Okay, so what do we have left to do? He still has Final Fantasy fights.
Wait, that's so
He
cute.
has PL2.
He has his Sora attack is named to Ragna attack.
Yep.
It's adorable.
So he's got.
Shout out to Tex mods.
Text mods are great.
Pride Lands 2.
Yeah, he's got all of Pride Lands 2. He's got to go up to Crystal Fissure, so up to 1K. Where VG already has that done.
Yeah, VG just has to do LOD 2.
Okay, so VG is leveling actually. Again, it's still unfortunate he doesn't have that second XP boost. He also gets his final 6 at the same time.
Like the same attack and everything too. Like it was that first set of nobodies for both of them.
Yeah, I'm looking at that strength stat. In final, 53 strength. So this magic stat will definitely be amazing for Syx. You'll at least do a lot of super good damage then. But for Zigbar, you're doing level 1 strength. I think you're doing a bunch of final fires though. That would go through chunks of damage for sure. Okay, this might be DM skip for Ragna here.
It's got a lot of damage to chunk through.
Alright, very nice.
Just get the pickup off that, solid.
Alright, VG finally realizing he's never gonna find that magnet.
Oh, he's gonna find it. He's gonna find it here on on 1K.
True. I think he tried as hard as he could to find a magnet before, or the last one before 1K. Alright, make sure he goes into a corner so that the enemy spawns are a bit more consistent and not as spread out. Fortunately, this RNG is not the greatest. Sometimes you'll see it actually go pretty fast up for even Magnera standards. This is pretty bad though.
This is pretty slow. Okay, just get a better spot right there. And there it goes.
Oh, it's picking up. Found the sweet spot. Alright, yeah, this is significantly better for VG now. Okay, the last money pouch. Oh boy, this is the scary bit now. Ah, never mind.
Big and little, just there.
No Sephi this time.
So we get Data Zigbar, Data Syx, and AS Larxene. So VG is... Oh, one of those datas is holding that magnet, and the other is holding Proof of Peace.
Yeah. So we'll see which one has which. Obviously, at this point, it doesn't really matter. But I will say I kind of wonder if VG will get this once more at any point before doing Data Zigbar. I feel like maybe he's just doing this just to do it for some thinking space. Maybe just kind of autopiloting.
Yeah, I think just getting it prepped, and then he'll probably go finish off.
He'll probably just go down the line.
Yeah, well, he'll go finish off AS Larxene. Get that.
Still no Berserk charges too.
Yeah, that's the funny thing. We've not seen a single Berserk charge.
Ooh, this is significantly better of a fight for Ragna.
Oh,
missed the eyeball. Okay, that's it. Okay, this is still last phase though in the DM loop. He's just gonna jump on the back.
And spam some reflex.
Ooh, okay, double DM. Oh, gets punched twice. Alright, gets the kill. Finds out he has to do Data Psyx now.
Meanwhile, VG is going to be finished up Storm Rider, and we'll know that he has to do Data Zigbar.
Oh, so close. I think VG was trying to get that explosion out and couldn't. Oh, he's trying the duck flare kill here. I think he realized he's not going to get it. Dismisses. Should be able to get a reflect kill. Finally finds his XP boost. Yeah.
Gets his unfortunate XP boost. Oh, we do see Ragna going straight for Data Psyx. Yep, VG going to be going his Aelix Larxene, get his once more. The problem is Ragna
kind of want this.
The problem is Ragna still has all of Final Fantasy fights to do.
Yeah, so there is a considerable difference. Okay, Ragna's gonna do double negative combo. I'm a little surprised he's doing this and not starting off with Final Fires. That would do probably a lot more damage to start off the fight.
Yeah, definitely kind of concerning that you just don't start that off.
Yeah, you have a bunch of combo pluses, so you can put all those on, put on the negative combos, so that way you start in final form, go for go for the final fire, and then after your final form expires, you go for the double negative combo.
Ooh, okay. Duck flare caught her.
Oh, does this kill? Oh, it's so close! Wow,
Oh, no!
That doesn't kill.
No.
Oh, gets the air expire hit just in time. Wow, very nice. All right, 2 final ball. Oh no! Ragna drops it. Oh no!
He sides with the other way.
This is like still barely okay. Unfortunately, your party members will die. Oh, I don't think Ragna knows the cheeky strat of hiding on the corner. Now, thankfully, this isn't boss enemy rando, where the berserk bar builds up insanely, stupidly fast, so you can react to it. All right, we'll go back into double negative combo. Yeah, Waffle, thanks for the raid.
Oh, he also has high jump on too. It's kind of spooky.
I think that's what messed him up and sent Psyx flying the other way.
Yeah, because I think he got high enough where Psyx just literally went straight underneath him.
So one thing that could help Ragna here is if Psyx is holding that magnet.
Yeah, you are definitely hoping that magnet is here.
Yeah, I will say though, this is an uphill battle because Ragna is cheesing Data Psyx. Meanwhile, VG can literally also do the exact same kind of cheese, and he's like, it's only like a 2-minute fight if you do the cheese. At the worst, I think.
Yeah. Meanwhile, VG went straight into Data Zigbar.
All right, again, no Berserk Hori for VG.
All right, show Ragna this magnet. So otherwise, I think it's cooked.
Okay, was able to get the reflex just in time.
Oh, it's the proof of peace.
Dang.
Zigbar holding on to that magnet.
Does he go do Zigbar first? No.
No.
Okay, this should be fine for VG. Okay.
If Ragna can get the sweet spot with Magnera, it still would be considerably faster than what VG had to go through.
Man, this is such a good fight from VG. His party members are still alive. Yeah, specifically Donald is still alive.
Yeah, that's insane. Donald has not died.
Okay, opts to try. Okay, he will take the DM phase. I think he realized that he's just gonna get DM, so plays it safe.
Wow, Donald lived that laser. That's insane.
I will say, I think this is Unless VG royally messes up, I think this might be GG's. Okay, gets the reflects. Oh, okay. Zigbar able to snipe it through.
You are. Oh. Okay, got it.
Does pop the elixir, playing it super safe.
Look at this fire damage. It's decent, actually.
We haven't found a fire boost either.
Oh, he gets shot. Uh-oh. Okay, manages to duck flare just in time.
Oh.
Now, he will be back in... This is a room transition. This is actually very scary. This isn't DM. Oh, gets one reflect out. It's pause buffering. Wow, gets another reflect in time. Oh, I feel like he wanted to go to master form. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, he gets it. Wow.
Wow.
Very good.
Very clean fight at the very
scary.
end.
Very scary, but very clean.
Such
Very
a good recovery.
lucky.
Never punished.
Yeah, I think on... Man, there's the magnet. Well, at this point, I really think it's GG's. Ragna has so much content left to do. Unless
VG would
VG
have to...
tries... He has to go for the fight legit and mess it up like 2 different times.
Yeah, I was gonna say VG has to mess up Data Psi X, which I don't think I don't see that happening. This is cooked. Oh, has to take something off for the double negative. So VG also go for the double negative.
Did not take off high jump either.
Did he put on combo pluses?
I think he did.
Did not quite see. Okay.
I think he did. If not, he took off like a combo boost or something.
Oh, this is pretty fast 1k for Ragna though. Alright, yeah.
Yeah, did put on combo pluses, so we'll be able to do the final fire. But yeah, Ragna having considerably faster 1k, but he still has to go. He still need a Zigbar.
And
like
what's
VG
the
has to
lowest
mess this up.
difference? Oh my god, just look at this lowest difference. It's only like 40 seconds. 40.
40?
I don't think you get
40.
through Data Zigbar in under that amount of time.
No, VG has to mess this fight up like royally.
He literally has to mess this up like 3 different times.
Yeah, a lot of this differential just came up to Ragna's like second half, like Halloween Town and Space Paranoids 2, just minor misput errors.
Finishes in Duck Flare. It's low cute. And that is about to be GG's for VG. He knows to pause the timer correctly and you technically get the last check. But yeah, that is the GG's. Again, I don't think there's any way that Ragna finishes this in 40 seconds.
Ain't no way.
Especially since he's buying Omega Elixirs right now.
Yeah, I think Ragna will finish this out potentially. I feel like he might
he'll definitely
at this
finish
point.
this out. But yeah, no, this is super unfortunate that his second half at like the hour mark when he was doing Halloween Town 2 and Space Paranoids, just those couple misput errors going into Trinity instead of Dance Call just cost him.
Okay. So Ragna did forfeit. Okay.
Yep.
Maybe he doesn't want to do this. Yeah.
I mean, that's definitely fair. And super unfortunate.
That will be our match here. Oh, didn't pop the name over. Yeah, VGmaster will move on. We'll get to play the winner of Bet and Slim. That'll happen on Thursday in the morning or in the super early afternoon at 2 o'clock Eastern, 11 o'clock Pacific. Meanwhile, we got the winner, the previous race, Sonic versus Jalen. Sonic is currently there. Ragnar will be in loser's bracket. Thankfully, his tournament run is not over. Gets to play the loser of Met Slim though, so that is also a scary match. My God,
that is a scary match.
Brutal. Very brutal. Yeah, big GGs all around. Claps and congrats to both racers.